Kulikia wagonjwa ili kuweza kupata matibabu ambayo yanafaa na watu wetu kwa kuweza kuokolewa. Nitasema hayo tu kwa mukhtasari, Your Excellency, na sasa nachukua nafasi hii kuweza kukaribisha His Excellency the Governor aweze kuleta hotuba rasmi ya siku hii. Naomba tusimame sisi wote nuchuftie ule janjane Governor kendie fana, tafadhali tusimame, makofi, shangwe, vigelegele, makofi tafadhali, makofi tafadhali, makofi watu wetu. Naona hapa ni masioni makofi, hakuna makofi hapa. Karibisha mheshimiwa, karibu Your Excellency. Your Excellency, karibu uweze kuhutubia watu wako.
Asanteni sana. Atokae tafadhali. Asanteni sana.
Wanakataweza kutosha sio?
Mbarikiwe.
Ya kumix na hii.
Basi
mingi sio?
Deputy Governor, Your Excellency Solomon Ubor Iwe, CSS present here, adada zetu, waheshimiwa wote wawili, Rehema, mmoja kutoka Tana River, mwingine kutoka Isiolo, tunawakaribisha. Mjumbe wetu wa North Horr, Mheshimiwa Wario, Mheshimiwa Naomi, ambaye ni kiranja deputy katika bunge, County Commissioner wetu Bwana Komora, Your Excellency former Governor Isiolo County, Mheshimiwa Doyo, Mheshimiwa Oda, former MP Isiolo, Mheshimiwa Abdul Bahari, former MP for Isiolo, Mheshimiwa Ali Wario, Mheshimiwa kutoka Tana River, former MP for Tana River, Mheshimiwa Speaker of the County Assembly of Marsabit, all the MCS present here, Mheshimiwa Tura, Mheshimiwa from Loyangalani, from Ileret, from Maikona, the security team, all chief officers, all CECs, senior government officials from county government of Marsabit, from national government, wazee, council of elders kutoka jamii yote county ya Marsabit ambao tunawaheshimu, wazee wetu wa Northern, kina mama, vijana wetu, wananchi tukufu, assalamu alaikum. Isachu vioya yada dabdanile dogu malle amo konko tagasira isanira fedmanje na wani isanita kamlefe jira kuyangu ya gamachuti kuyanagat kuya khayot akana abu konko dasa nagana buda warnodo riyoya amale yoya wari wachala na jala kama waru wa isachu vioya yarolete riyoya haivino dori yoya amale yoya naga wale yoya hayo wale yoya bas ora bula de bana. I hope I have recognized all and our professionals from the county who made effort to come here from Nairobi. I recognize the chairman, County Public Service Board, and all other leaders and all departments here. Basi wananchi watukufu wa Marsabit, it is with profound joy that I join you here in this great and historic town of North Horr to celebrate this year's Madaraka Day. The first day of June is a memorable day in our national calendar. This is the day when in 1963 our struggles finally culminated in freedom and Kenya regained its independence after 70 years of suffering and brutality under the colonial rule. Today marks the 60th anniversary of that historic moment of our country's independence. However, the founding fathers of our blood nation did not name this day as Uhuru Day or Independence Day. In their own wisdom, they called it Madaraka Day, the Kiswahili word for responsibility. Their logic was clear. On that first day of June 1963, we not only attained freedom to join the global community of independent countries, but we also secured for ourselves the responsibility to directly manage our affairs and shape our destiny as a nation. As we celebrate this important day, we pay tributes to our freedom fighters for their struggles and all the pain they endured to set us free from the shackles of colonialism. This independence, sovereignty, and the freedom we now enjoy is born of their sacrifices and the struggles. This independent, sovereign, and a free nation called Kenya is their gift to us. We also thank the Almighty God for all the love and favors He has bestowed upon us as a people and as a country. All through the 60 years of our independence history, we have always seen the hand of God in guiding this nation. We equally pay profound tributes to all the leaders who have had the historic responsibility of leading our country from the lowest to the highest level of leadership. From the founding president, the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, to the current president, His Excellency the Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, these leaders have played their parts in advancing the ideals of our independence. We celebrate them all. We are proud of the progress that Kenya has made in its 60 years of independence. Our standing among the global community of nations is high. Our national strength has become considerable, and our growth trajectory in all spheres has been commendable. The independent Kenya has been and continues to be a beacon of peace and stability in a continent beset with military coups, armed conflicts, and civil strife. Moreover, Kenya's democratic space has been expanding, and now we have one of the most progressive constitutions in the world, the 2010 Constitution, which ushered in devolution. Ladies and gentlemen, it is because of the 2010 Constitution that we in Marsabit County, for example, now derive a special feeling of rebirth from Madaraka Day celebrations, for devolution has brought us a more appropriate meaning to the right to self-determination. We have every reason to celebrate this day differently from the pre-devolution Madaraka days. I am standing here in North Horr town to celebrate this day with you as your governor because devolution made this a reality. We now have both the responsibility and the opportunity to plan and manage our affairs together as a people in our own county. It is a solemn duty of each one of us to join hands, pull in the same direction, and make Marsabit a better place for us all. Ladies and gentlemen, whilst we may still have a long way to go, with the advent of devolution, we can say without any fear of contradictions that hope that never was has been rekindled, and opportunities that never were have now been made available. Already in Marsabit, with only a decade of devolution, we have achieved what we were unable to accomplish over 5 decades prior to devolution. Since taking over the management of our county as your governor, we made a deliberate effort to give the people of Marsabit a greater say in determining their development priorities. We are the first county government to allocate substantial amounts of funds to the ward development priorities. And you recall, immediately we took over, we allocated funds to all the wards equally around the county. In addition to directing more resources to the wards, we ensured that the funds earmarked for ward developments were equitably distributed across the 20 wards. Thanks to devolution, we have improved road infrastructure and increased road network, as much as we still have a lot to do. We have opened up over 500 kilometers of new roads in Marsabit as per the Kenya Roads Board 2023 register. Marsabit now has over 3,800 kilometers of both paved and unpaved road network. Only in the last 2 years, the county government of Marsabit has constructed, maintained, and rehabilitated over 1,750 kilometers of roads across the county. We have graded and gravelled 95 kilometers of roads in Marsabit sub-county, 80 kilometers in Sambu sub-county, 120 kilometers in Moyale sub-county, and 110 kilometers in North Horr sub-county. We are anticipating the commencement of ASA Rural Roads Project later in the year, financed by the French Development Agency and European Union at a cost of 1.7 billion across the 4 sub-counties. Ladies and gentlemen, we have transformed healthcare services in Marsabit. We improved the quality of health services and made it more affordable, accessible, and responsive to the needs of our people. The importance we attach to the health of our people is reflected in the increased budgetary allocation to health sector every year. The budget for health services has increased from Kenya shillings 1.7 billion in 2017 to 2.3 billion in the current financial year, which is a percentage increase from 22% of the revenue to 29% over a period of 5 years. We have strengthened human resource capacity in the health sector. We increased the number of functional health facilities and enhanced diagnostic and maternity services across this county. The total number of health workers in Marsabit has doubled from 700 in 2017 to about 1,500 as at now. We have recruited several medical doctors, 15 in number, of which 5 are specialists, 130 nurses, 15 clinic officers, 48 pharmacists, 40 lab technicians, 33 public health officers, and 10 radiographers, some of whom have been posted to North Horr today following the opening of the hospital here today. We have increased functional health facilities from 100 in 2017 to the current 127. We have built and equipped 23 new dispensaries. We increased the number of laboratories by 23 from 22 in 2017 to reach 45, while 10 new maternity units have been added in our county's health infrastructure. And I can go on and on and on. Today, 80% of all deliveries are done within our health centers as opposed to 37% in 2017. This is a clear indication that health and maternity services in Marsabit have become more accessible and to more people. Further, the regional level 2 biosafety laboratory, which was constructed within Marsabit Referral Hospital with the support of World Bank, is now functional. Your government constructed Medical Training College in Marsabit as one of key flagship projects, college which is due to open very soon in the next couple of months. And we have upgraded Marsabit Level 4 Hospital, making it fully operational at Level 5 Referral Hospital. We have taken great steps towards a universal health coverage in Marsabit with a plan for a progressive increment in the numbers of persons with medical cover. We have made the renal unit functional at Marsabit Level 4 Hospital, Referral Hospital. The unit now provides over 30 dialysis sessions, at least 15 patients per week. We have equipped both Marsabit Referral and Moyale Hospital with CT scan machines and constructed blood bank unit at Marsabit Referral Hospital. Our focus this year and going forward is to ensure that North Horr, Marsabit, and Sololo hospitals are functional at Level 4. Fellow countrymen and women, your government has made education and training services affordable and more accessible to more people in Marsabit. Over the past 5 years, we have constructed 128 new ECDE classrooms, recruited 200 teachers, 15 ECD officers, 360 teacher interns, and across the county over this period, we continuously supply learning materials and meals to all ECD centers. We have rehabilitated 6 public vocational training centers and continuously provide them with tools and equipment. Since 2017, a waiver of tuition of fees in all our public vocational training centers has been in place with the view to making training free for all eligible youth. The investment in education has resulted in increased enrollment in ECD centers from 17,000 learners in 2017 to over 26,000 as of now. We have purchased 3 school buses, one for Moyale Girls Secondary School in Moyale Sub-County, one for Saku High in Saku Sub-County, and another one for North Horr Secondary School, which we handed over this morning officially in North Horr Sub-County, as well as a water boozer for Moy Girls High School in Saku Sub-County. In Laisavi Sub-County, the procurement and acquisition process for Mount Kulal Secondary School bus is at an advanced stage, and we expect to hand it over to the school before the end of this calendar year. Beloved countymen and women, recognizing the financial challenges facing many parents, your government established in 2019 a scholarship program to support bright students from poor background joining secondary schools. In the inaugural ceremony of January 2019, we awarded a scholarship to 259 students joining Form 1, while a promise to continue supporting them throughout their secondary education. We not only kept our promise, ladies and gentlemen, to the initial 259 students that we continue to pay their fees, but we sustained the effort and extended the program from the 259 students in 2019 to reach 2,750 beneficiaries as of now, who enjoy free tuition all the way to their university secondary schools across the country. Only this year we awarded full scholarship to 1,100 students from Marsabit joining secondary schools across the country. This was the highest number of scholarships we have awarded in a year since inaugural scholarship award in 2019. It is not surprising that the scholarship fund, which was at Kenya shillings 60 million in 2019, has now doubled, standing at Kenya shillings 120 million. All the 2,750 beneficiaries are sons and daughters of our county who come from the neediest of families. This means that about 2,750 needy families across Marsabit County have a bright child in a secondary school somewhere in Kenya, sponsored by the county government of Marsabit. We already have some of the most inspiring stories from the first batch of scholarship beneficiaries who sat for their KCSE last year. Out of the first 259 scholarship beneficiaries, 252 sat for their examinations. It is deeply satisfying that 184 students, that is about 80% of the pioneer beneficiaries, have achieved grades for direct entry into university. This is the highest number of students in the history of Marsabit who have ever qualified for direct admission to university in a single year. Ladies and gentlemen, we have improved access to water both for domestic and livestock use. Since 2017, your government constructed 15 underground water tank storage facilities, erected 19 masonry tanks, dug over 10 water pumps, and drilled 25 boreholes across the county. This can be enumerated, and we all know, both in all the sub-counties, and people have utilized these boreholes for both domestic and, in some cases, for agricultural use. In agriculture, livestock and fisheries sector, we have an overall goal to create a food secure county, increase household incomes, and achieve sustainable economic prosperity. Our aim is to increase crop production and productivity by providing high-quality seeds and support services. We also aim to increase livestock production, productivity in Marsabit, safeguard livestock health, and promote trade in livestock and livestock products. Equally, increasing sustainable fish production for subsistence and commercial utilization is an objective I intended to make as a reality during our term in office. And a lot has been attained towards that direction, and we all know a fish factory is under construction in Loyandalani. We have vaccinated 3.5 million goats, sheep, camel, cattle across the county. Ladies and gentlemen, We have enhanced the capacity of our fishermen and improved access to market. Whilst fishing is a key activity in Loyangalani, Ileret and El Molo Bay, the fisher folks face great constraints in fish processing and access to market. We have constructed a 100 million fish processing factory in Loyangalani, waiting to be equipped so that it may be functional in due course. Despite our best efforts, Marsabit still remains a very food insecure county. Marsabit communities, along with the rest of the pastoralists, have faced exceptional challenges due to climate change. Even though we are celebrating this Madaraka Day, at a time when we are blessed with high rainfall in all parts of our county, we have just been through one of the most devastating droughts, the worst in 70 years, with 5 consecutive failed rainy seasons. The effect of the recent drought is said to be more severe than the combined effect of the 2010-2011 and 2016-2017 droughts. Our environment, our economy, and our livelihoods have been all affected. We have lost over 80% of our livestock, and ecological structure and potential of rangelands are significantly changed. Now the question, in the face of all this, is pastoralism, as we used to know it, a viable option for a food secure future in Marsabit? Now that the drought has ended, we are going to repeat the same, old cycle of restocking, accumulating large amounts of livestock, and waiting for another drought to lose everything again? Do we even have a good idea on the number of livestock species that have survived this drought across Marsabit? I will request the county steering group and especially our development partners that we consider doing a post-drought analysis, including a comprehensive livestock census. CSG must guide us on what sustainable livelihood options, including maybe a newer or a better model of livestock productions, are available. As a government, we are very keen on changing the mode of operations in the county, and we have to, in due course, embrace irrigation so that we are able to counter this devastating drought, which will be a repetitive cycle year in, year out. I say a big thank you to PRESIDED, WFP, Nawiri, FHI, Concern Worldwide, SND, UNICEF, Interpeace, and among others, including national government. They have come in handy to support the efforts of the county government to supply food and commodities to our people at the time of need. I have highlighted, ladies and gentlemen, the key achievements we made since we took over the management of the county government. But we have also encountered a good number of challenges, from the prolonged droughts, constrained resources, delays of funds from national treasury, to the ethnic conflicts, all of which affected our programs and operations. Moreover, we have faced and continue to face serious economic quagmire across the world, but particularly in our country. The prevailing economic situation not only affected government programs, but also impacted very negatively on the cost of living and livelihood of our Kenyan people. His Excellency the President, the Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has given the country the assurance that his administration will take the tough steps that are needed to be taken to pull this nation back from the brink. And at this point, I want to support what has been alluded here, that economic crisis has not begun with the Ruto administration. We have been having these challenges all through from 2013 until the very end of last administration. And therefore, we cannot expect the government of His Excellency Ruto to do miracles in just a few months. It is our sincerest prayers that he succeeds in doing just what he has promised. I urge our members of parliament to offer their best support to the President and his administration in the effort to revive the economy and pull back our country to its feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude today's address with a celebration of peace in our country. I feel that today, as we celebrate this 60th Madaraka Day, we must also celebrate the fact that our communities that have been in conflicts for years have opened a new chapter and are writing a new history of peace, love and harmony. We all know that for almost 2 years, everything in this county was paralyzed. Our life almost came to a standstill. We fought, killed each other, destroyed each other's properties, and stolen livestock from each other. Pain and loss were endured in equal measure by all parties to conflict. We carried collective responsibility for the conflict, but no one can claim credit for the peace we have now. This peace is born of the collective resolve of our people to say goodbye to all forms, hatred and conflicts, and embrace harmonious coexistence. Let us all pray together that the peace we now enjoy continues into a peace of time, that the bond of love and brotherhood we have rebuilt grows stronger every day, and that the harmony prevailing in our county lasts forever. It will be very foolish of us to return to the path of war and destruction. There is absolutely no need for any one of us to contemplate a return to the chaos and conflict. We have already been through enough agonies, and we must now save ourselves, our county, and our children from future agonies. The only viable path to our survival, collectively and individually, is to build the kind of peace that will make life in Marsabit better for us all. Peace that can allow all communities to live and grow together and to build a better life for our children. Let it be our endeavor to live in deed, in thought, and in spirit the timeless words of our national anthem. Na tukae na udugu, amani na uhuru, raha tupate na ustawi. That we dwell in unity, peace and liberty, and plenty before.